we would like to begin by saying, Dedan, we agree with you 100%. There are a lot of fake men out there, and we applaud you for saying that.
Yeah, I know we did videos before. This is the insane one, Tim, Sean right here, both doctoral candidates. So, let me take off these glasses. I don't want to think I'm some type of club baller popping bottles. But basically, yeah. So basically, we both did respond to your video, and I really enjoyed this one. You hit the highlights of what a man should be, before finding his wife. And I agree with you because, I'm better at educating myself. And then I realized that you're a couple of years older than both of us. So, you probably done that before. I know you're married now. We're striving to be married. We're talking to people, and no, I don't live that lifestyle. I never did like the clubs even when I was going. So I commend you for this video.
Yeah, I mean, I can't put it better myself. Like I said, you're like a year older than me. Good job.
Yeah,
I can't say anything. Like, really applaud you, because there's a lot of people out there that need to be called out. 40, 50-year-old men liking this and right there on the videos, and we know one in particular. I mean, I think about his uncle. Hey, we're not joking. I wish that was. We think about our friends, because we have friends that live that lifestyle and that have those delusions and those illusions, and it's kind of pathetic. So,
well, again, I mean, not going to bring my family into it, but just letting people know that people live those lifestyles. Put your family in it. No, yeah, all right. Put your family. Your uncle too, boy. So no, let me stop. But anyway, people they live.
My cousins older than me. Shoot, I'll give you names and addresses. You can go to their door and knock on, try to get some sense into them.
Yeah, we all got family members,
friends around here.
Well, the point is, we all got family members. We have friends. We have relatives who want to live this fantasy lifestyle. Now, the lifestyle, that's not me hating. But like you said, Dedan, it's not realistic because, balling, if you're spending $500 on the club and you're living in your mom's basement, that's not an achievement.
No,
you spending $400 making it rain on the chick, and you're in a studio apartment.
You're in a studio apartment with your was it Escalade?
Yeah,
And again, you are defaulted on half your loans and all your bills, and your credit is nothing. I mean, really, what are you achieving?
Well, look, let me tell you a story. I used to work for a furniture store not too long ago. So, and we had credit in our furniture store. So basically, in our furniture store,
keep talking.
That we had credit on. This one guy tried to get credit for some furniture. Long story short, that he had like $100 shirt on, some Maury's. I never heard of Maury's shoes until he showed me. He had a bunch of Maury's shoes. These shoes are like $300 and $400 a piece. He couldn't get credit to get a sofa, and that's a shame. He could use that $400 towards building up his credit for his financial freedom, his financial stability. I mean, I was a finance major, and it seemed like in our community alone that we're not taking care of our finances. Yeah. And this is a extent to what Dedan's saying. As the men, we need to be sharp with our finances. Yes. And, the first
provider.
Yeah.
That is
the first thing about building our African American community. We need a community. If we're not owning homes, if we're not doing that, then how are we going to be a community? How are we going to have a say in the community when we're renting? And I'll just let it out. I'm renting myself, but I'm leaning towards home ownership. So I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I don't own a home yet, but I am leaning towards home ownership. But it's true. How can we, as a people, say, this is my community, this is my neighborhood, but we're giving someone else outside the community rent? We're not owning no real estate in our own community, and it's hurting us. So instead of us getting together, spending $1,000 on red rosé, popping bottles, making it rain, get some of your friends together, like even if it's a couple of you guys, and just buy your first home together. That's an investment. If you can't do it on your own, come together and buy these properties. Buy a storefront, do this, make our community better. Basically, this is what I'm studying in my doctoral study. Yeah.
Invest in where you live.
Sean did a video about our school systems going to shamble.
Yeah, we're in Philadelphia, and let you know that basically close to 40 schools will be closed down by the end of this school year, and over the next, it's 2012, but next 6 years, 7 schools will be closed down every year. And it's just, oh my God, that just boggles my mind.
And just to let you know, I currently live in South Philly, but I'm coming back to, I currently live in South Jersey, excuse me. Yeah, all right. But let them try that in South Jersey. It'll be an uproar. It'll be marching in the street. It'll be some calamity if they try to shut down one school in South Jersey.
It's funny, and it's the public and charter schools. The minute the Catholic schools started to try to shut down, there were rallies. They were having fundraisers. They did every possible thing to keep those schools open. And guess what? They tried to close my alma mater. My high school was West Catholic. They tried to close my cousin's, which was Bonner. The minute these people rallied, so alumni came back. And unfortunately, for most public and charter schools, I don't see that happening.
The point what we're trying to say is, as a community, as black men, because things ain't going to start until the men uprise.
We become the foundation for the strength behind the black African American community in the inner cities mainly. And
this is not a tackle to the women, or this is not coming at the women. But
not at all. And
until men uprise, our community is not going to be. It's going to be in shambles. We're going to have effeminate young boys around here. We're going to keep on having all this feminine culture, the way these young men dressing. Yeah, you need a man. You need somebody to represent the community. That's why real men got to step up on some of these businesses. Real men got to step up and fight for our schools. It's not going to be on the women's back. It got to be the men. Mm-hmm. First real men got to step up in the communities, like they done said, not going out popping bottles in the club, but taking care of your home, taking care of the kids.
Taking care of your responsibility.
Now, like I said, I'm not judging people have kids. Maybe they not married, maybe they are. But the point is, you have kids, take care of them.
I just want to throw one story out there. I finally have a friend. I talked to her in a previous video. Her name is Jenny. I work with her. And her oldest son, she knows that her son's father isn't anything. She knows that he's not worth anything. He's basically just a bum. I'm going to put it like that. She knew that years ago, but she finally decided to leave. And she found a new man who was Caucasian. And some people have an issue with that. But it's funny, she went to, this week she went to court, family court, to try to get money for her 15-year-old son. And basically, the system in place said they couldn't do anything for her. He's been collecting unemployment for years now. But unfortunately, they couldn't do anything. Why? Because he didn't step up. The man that she wanted to be with and had this child with didn't step up and take care of his responsibility, and that looks bad upon all of us. Really, it does. Yeah, and like I said, men got to step up. It's not the women in the community. Yeah, you chose to lay with that woman, you got to pay child support. That's how it is. Or just take care of your responsibility. Yeah. It shouldn't even get to a point where you have to pay child support. I have a child. I don't pay child support. Well, she's with me all the time, but it's my child. It's something my father taught me to take care of take care and responsibility of my child. And when I have a child, when I look to get married, I have a child. I'm going to take care of my children. Mm-hmm. It's not like I'm going to leave it to the woman responsibility. I'm going to leave it to the man. No, it's my child. I got to take care of it. And that's where it comes in, men, where it comes to taking care of our communities. We cannot have the woman on the gas pedal. I'm not trying to sound against feminist movement or nothing like that, so I don't want y'all to twist my words, but I'm talking to black men in particular. Leave these little boy antics alone. And Askdedan was right. When you're 21, 22, you're a freshman in college, you just get into fraternity, whatever. Yeah, you can have a ball, do what you do. But it's a point in your life where, even the Bible says that, as a child, I think like a child. But as a man, I put away childish things. You got to put away that childish stuff. Our community is never going to grow unless we put away these childish things. And become men. Yeah. Become men. Or, like you said, elite men. Yeah. And it shouldn't be elite men. We should all just be men. Yeah. Because, it's going to be, everybody's not going to be athletic. Everybody's not going to be a scholar. Everybody is not going to be a CEO. Some people going to be janitors. Some people going to be
garbage men. I'm not saying you have to aim for that, but some people in life, even if you work at McDonald's, just be a man. Like, hey, listen, if you bring home $250 a week, you know, at least half that check should be going to take care of your kid until you can get a better job. But all I can say is this, and I'm not going to, you know, keep this video too long. When you get a chance, you know, men, and this I'm talking to the real men, when you get a chance, look at franchises that you can own. Look at different franchises, different services that you can own. Employ other black men in your community. You know, if you got thousands of dollars to pop bottles and stuff like that, because let me tell you something, the white community, when they get together, there's always money to be made. When you see, and I'm not, and this is not from a racist standpoint, but I'm just going to say this, when it's a bunch of white men getting together, there's money to be made. And I ain't going to lie, I want to be in that circle where that, because when there's a bunch of Negroes getting together, usually it's not no money being made. But when there's a bunch of white men getting together, it's money to be made. And the reason I say that is because they're about their business. If they're getting together, they're going to buy some properties. If they're getting together, they're going to set up a business. If they're getting together, they're taking care of their communities and their own kind. So when they get together, they're rallying up and they're making buku money. So in my light of this saying this, and like I said, I'm not making this through no racial war or nothing. Why can't we, when we get together, why we got to party and spend money? Why can't we get together and say, hey, Sean, look, I got this business idea. You know, you got 500, I got 500. This franchise costs 1,000. Let's buy into this, and then we can multiply our money. We both get 25,000 each. Now, let me tell you something. It's better to net 25,000 than to earn 25,000 any day. So that's why my final thought on it, young man. If you got all this money, if you popping bottles, even if it's you take a couple of y'all guys and y'all just invest in some real estate properties. You know, just invest in real estate properties. You rent something out for like $1,000, $2,000 a month, and y'all split it a couple of ways. You know, $250 a month is better than $0 a month. You know, you spend that investment, you getting something back every month on it. So that's what I say. You know, step it up, be men, invest in your community. I don't want to take up too much of your time. So
yeah, we main points I made. It's the main points we already got across, in my opinion. So continue if you want. If you feel like you've said enough, like you said. I mean,
and that's all I'm saying. And that's what I'm getting my doctorate for. You know, I'm going to try to help. Like, you know, I'm doing my thesis on the economy of African American men, or I don't like to say African American because we didn't, you know, wasn't born in Africa. I like to say black men in this country. We need to better our economy, you know, and the only way we can better our economy ourselves is if we just blowing money fast. Why not blow it on real estate? Why not blow it on
frivolous things?
You know,
might as well invest that money for the long term rather than some short term fixation. Please.
And I'm gonna leave you with this, like. I would say, I hate to use this example. Not saying I hate to. I just not the best example, but he's a very smart businessman. 50 Cent, you know, 50 Cent when he came out, and he, you know, developed G-Unit shoes. He marketed his brand. Mm-hmm. He purchased stock in vitamin water. He could have got a Maybach. He could have got a Bentley. He could have got a Benz, whatever. What he did, he was smart. He said, "I'm not going to get the big car. I'm going to invest in this." Now he's like, what, $400-500 million richer today because of that. This man don't have to
have his car made.
Yeah, he don't have to rap again if he don't want to. I know he still do it, but the reason I say that is that this is what we gotta strive to be. Now everybody can't be 50 Cent, but in your own sense, like use your money to work for you. Don't work for the money and blow it. Use your money to work for you, and then when you have enough established, then you can have fun with it. But as a man, like Askdedan said, just take care of your business. Mm-hmm. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, Black Stranger.
All right,
the same one. Enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Be men.